Her children were told a secret by their mother before she passed away, and upon hearing it, they could not stop sobbing. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. This is the tale of Berta, a 55-year-old single mother of 4 children whose names are Juan, Carlos, Maria, and Antonio in order of eldest. 10 years ago, their father vanished without a trace, leaving her to raise children by herself. In order to provide for her 4 children, Berta had to put in a lot of labor. Her labor as a mother and a parent was split with her several employment. Berta cleaned her neighbors' clothing and even swept the city streets in the early morning hours. Berta and her kids felt terribly alone and depressed when the father departed. To prevent the desertion from hurting any of her children, Berta made an effort to show each kid the same amount of affection. All of the kids were devoted to their mother and affectionate at first, but as they got older, they started acting out. The oldest child, Juan, would constantly question his mother why his father had gone. Berta first informed him that his father had relocated to a far-off place of employment in order to increase his income and ensure their well-being. But when he became older and saw that their needs weren't being satisfied due to a lack of funds, he came to the conclusion that his mother was lying. Gradually, the youngster expressed his rage. "You're the reason my dad left," he grumbled to his mother. "You must have ejected him from the residence because he obviously didn't want to return. You never seemed to have time for us, and our father was no different." He decided to inform all of his siblings about their mother's actions and held her responsible for their fatherless upbringing. Berta's children continued to chastise her. In fact, the disputes and clashes got more and more intense with time. In addition to abusing and humiliating their mother, Juan, Antonio, Carlos, and even Maria threatened to always despise her for what she had done. Everything was becoming more and more intense. The children's fights and hatred toward their own mother were unusual because they all attacked her at the same time, accusing her of being the reason they had been made fun of by other kids for not having a father. In this manner, time passed, and the twins Juan and Carlos both became adults. With nothing more to do at their mother's place, they were prepared to depart. On their birthday, they both just packed up and departed, saying, "Thank God it went by quickly and we're old enough to get married. Before we go, we would like to make it clear that you are a horrible lady and a bad mother. We despise you." While their mother was cutting the cake she had purchased for them, Juan and Carlos fled the home. Not only did they not consent to blow out the candles, they took off, never to be seen again, not even close to their mother's home. Berta wept a great deal over her children's opinions of her. She had to assume responsibility, though, until her other kids were old enough to take care of themselves. From that point on, she kept doing the morning street cleaning and laundry throughout the city. Her children just believed that mom was hiding something, even if they were unaware of it. Maria believed that her mother was undoubtedly keeping a lot of information from her. "Maybe our mother works in one of those seedy bars in town, to do wrong things," she added to Antonio, the youngest. Because he had always had negative opinions of his mother, Antonio likewise started to treat her with a great deal of disrespect. "Is it true that you work at a sleazy bar?" he asked his mother Berta one day, visibly furious. Then Berta fiercely retorted, "Who told you that? That is untrue." Then, with a stern expression on her face, she told Maria, "You are grounded. This weekend you won't go out with your pals." With a raised voice, Maria said, "I detest you. I was dumped by my dad because of you. You'll never get my forgiveness." Berta was so filled with anguish and despair from her daughter's mistreatment and lack of understanding that she could only hold back her tears while remaining mute. In her heart, though, Berta only cared about shielding her kids from the reality. As the months passed, Maria continued to behave badly. She had always had the top grades and was an exceptional student, but today she ran out of class because of her defiance. Berta worked tirelessly, shoulder to shoulder, as she focused on studying for her tests instead of doing her schoolwork. Maria's mother was called to a meeting with the social worker because of her conduct at school. Berta left the conference feeling quite unhappy because she thought Maria's school was holding her accountable for her daughter's misbehavior. She did not feel supported or alone upon returning home. She made a concerted effort to communicate with Maria. "Is something happening at your school?" The mother questioned her daughter without reprimanding her. "Tell me, put your trust in me and tell me what's going on. You can rely on me. I swear to you that I will never hold you responsible for anything. I understand that your father's absence has had a significant impact on you, but as a woman, you and your brothers will comprehend everything." Maria gave her a stern look as she spoke to her. She remained silent, only taking long breaths and crossing her arms. Afterward, Berta said, "Daughter, please talk to me." "I don't want to talk to you anymore," said Maria as she interrupted. "Give me some space," Maria informed her mother. "Do you know why I never want to go to school again?" The next day, because she did not want to go to school. "Because you are a lady who works at night. I told my professors that this is why I am acting the way I am. They then spoke with the director, and I'm not sure who heard, but because of you, all of my classmates now make fun of me." Then Berta told her daughter, "You're already 17. I will reveal a little of the tremendous truth to you that I've managed to save. I work nights, cleaning the streets. I do it every day and every night, and occasionally I'm running late because there's a lot of trash lying about. I'm under constant surveillance from my superiors. I do the laundry for the neighbors in the afternoons. I take these actions purely out of love for my kids, Maria. You are loved." Maria shot back, "You don't have my trust. You've got me fooled." And she bolted into the road. Juan and Carlos were employed at several building sites and were renting an apartment. They occasionally ran into Maria at school and offered their address to her. Maria decided to see them. Maria informed Juan and Carlos all that had transpired, and they decided to let her stay at their home. Then they said, "Maria, don't worry, you're safe from that nasty mother here." Berta looked around for Maria frantically. It took her a few days to discover her. She had left work early to search the streets for her daughter, walking hand in hand with her little 9-year-old son, Antonio. Berta experienced a severe depressive episode as the days went by, which ultimately led to her stroke. When Antonio cried for aid, strangers who did not know him came and hurriedly phoned an ambulance, which brought Berta to the closest hospital. The moment Antonio got there, he realized what number and address his elder brothers had given. Since the doctors were requesting a relative, he told them so they could call them. Juan informed his brothers of what had occurred, and they made the decision to go, not so much for Berta as for their younger brother, Antonio. The doctor informed them that their mother did not have much time left when they arrived. They went inside their mother's room, but at first the doctor would not let them in since so many people were there, sobbing and leaving flowers. "Your mother was the one who swept the most gals since she wanted to knit 6th, as well as 6 hours, to be able to earn more so that you do not lack anything," a large number of uniformed people said as everyone began to feel sorry. "I'm sorry for the incident, gentlemen. Actually, your mother is a role model for everyone." Then, confused, Maria responded, "So yes, I work as a cleaner." Everyone moved into the room, feeling uneasy. Berta was quite sick and had trouble speaking. "Guys, I never wanted to tell you, but since you're all men and you, Maria, are already a woman, it's time," she said. "The letter your father left behind is this one." Juan was given the letter to read by her. In brief, the letter stated, "Berta, I have decided not to have as many children as I would like. With all of this sorrow, life is incredibly complex. Actually, I think you should be ashamed of yourself for not taking care of yourself, which is why you had so many kids. Yes, you are to blame for everything, because of your recklessness. That is the reason I have chosen to part ways with you. Thus, please don't return to search for me. I want you to know that I already have another woman in my life. She doesn't cause me any trouble with kids. Farewell." Everyone was sobbing while Juan was reading. Juan and Carlos also felt impelled to seek for forgiveness, as did Maria. They were in shock at all that was going on. Berta eventually said, "I love you. Everything I've done today has been done for you, like I have always done. I wish you all the best possible life and ask that you look out for one another and never give up. Always provide a hand to one another. My children, you have my undying affection. You will always be under my care." After saying this, Berta departed from this world, which is full of individuals who, more and more, reject goodness and peace in favor of anger and hopelessness. Maria, Antonio, Juan, Carlos, and their lives were never the same. They looked out for one another. They were inseparable and thought about Berta constantly. That amazing mother who gave them life and that lovely lady. Tell us this tale, friends, so we know it resonated with you. Never pass judgment without understanding why. I appreciate you seeing. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.